Hey, what's up interwebs? I'm that toy guy, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers the movie 2007 Stockade. So, here he is, and I bought this at a comic book store a long time ago, very long time ago, for about $7, I want to say. So I don't have a boss. I do have a boss. I don't have a box. So, say hello, and say goodbye. Oh, he landed in a box. That was funny. Anyway, here is Stockade, and I really like this movie figure. This is probably one of my favorite movie toys by far. And he wasn't even in the movie, technically. He is the Sector 7. I think this is based off of a Chrysler. Crap, I forget what the 4x4 is called, but it looks like a Chrysler to me. I might be wrong, but probably am wrong, but eh. But I love how they made the S7 vehicle a Decepticon, because Sector 7, for 95% of the time they're in the movie, they are the secondary antagonists, and I think that's pretty cool. Now, just getting up close here, so you can see the front of the toy. You have a really itty-bitty tiny Decepticon symbol tampographed on the front there. You got a silver grille. You got the headlights done in a translucent plastic with some actual molded detail behind them. You got the windshields here. You can kind of see his fists just chilling there, but oh well. And I really like how they did the windshield almost all the way around. Like, they got the back, they got the sides. They just didn't do this part. Excuse me, which is understandable because there's like a joint in there. But you got the roof rack. This is done in silver and this is done in black. I wish these were done in that grayish silver, but oh well. Do have silver hubcaps. Very rare. As evident. That's very rare to get nowadays, is painted hubcaps. And underneath, you can't really make out much robot parts other than these are the back of the legs. He does roll very smoothly. And yeah, again, skydive's broken. Not going to transform him. So here he is next to an undersized Swindle. A knockoff. So, to get this guy transformed, really simple, but clever and fun, and I like it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to come to the front and bring it down. Then you want to take this section up at the front here and rotate it all the way around. Kind of like Dark the Moon Leader Class Ironhide, a little bit like that, where you do that with the back end. Then you want to take these side sections and flip them around, just like so. This one does get stuck from time to time. Then you want to take this entire front section and split it, and fold it back, just like so. You want to take the legs, split them, fold down the feet, and fold down the heel spurs, heel and feet. Stand him up, straighten out everything. Take his arms and bend them so that detaches them from the main assemblage of the arms. Then you can just fold out all of his windows and stuff. Then the automorph on this guy is you pull up on this panel and it pops the head out. And there you have Stockade in his robot mode, and he looks really cool. Unless you hate Allspark Blue. Now, there are a lot of people who really hate the Allspark Blue. I'm not one of those people. I like the color Allspark Blue. I like how they include it on the figures that would look dull otherwise, because they would look dull otherwise, and this gives them a little bit of character, a little bit of like finesse, or like they're popping, like their colors are popping out. I like that. Some people, though, don't, and that's totally understandable. You're allowed to like what you like, and you're allowed, excuse me, to hate what you hate. Unless it's racist, then technically it's a hate crime. But anyways, I really do like this dude, with the exception of these. But with these, you can just fold them down, and that's how I keep him. I keep him with these things folded down, because that looks a lot better to me. Just getting close here on the head sculpt. Really like the way that looks. Looks very Decepticon-y. He does have some light piping, but the way you access it is right in that little crevice back there, and it doesn't catch light very well, so yeah. You do have a Decepticon symbol on his thigh, And for some reason, this chest piece isn't glued on. It just comes off. I don't know why, but it just comes off. It wasn't glued on when I got it. So, and there doesn't look like any visible glue marks anywhere. I mean, I've tried to glue it down, but that didn't work very well, obviously, because it's still falling off. But yeah, he does look quite nice. There's the feet and the arms, by the way. Articulation-wise, the head can rotate. It can wiggle, waggle up and down. I mean, you can't get much upward movement. Down, you can look down quite a bit. You can even do that if you want, or you can hide them away. No. The arms are on ball joints, so they can rotate. They can go out that far, but mine's loose because they're ball joints, and the arms do tend to flop up and down. This one's a bit better, but yeah, they do tend to flop up and down. No bicep swivel, but in lieu of that, the joint in here is cut to be able to accommodate for that. You see there's an extra cut there due to the transformation of it needing to shift this way, and it also helps rotating the arm outward a little bit. But you also do have a butterfly joint, which I love the butterfly joint. Excuse me. You have them in two places. You have one here, then you have one here. And just doing this allows for a really interesting looking shoulder when it folds forward, and I really like the way that looks. I love that effect. He does have a double jointed elbow, which will only achieve 90 degrees either way you bend it, so there's no point. The hands do open and close, and the fingers are separated. There's a double knuckle and double knuckle, so like that. And he does have a punching gimmick. Basically, you push this back and bam. But you have to be really, really close in order to take a shot from that. There, he's standing. And oh, well, he fell over anyways. Stand up. And that was pathetic. Anyway, both arms do that. They both have the punching gimmick. So yeah, hips are on ball joints. They can go forward about that far, and they can go back just a little bit. They can only go out a little bit. They can only go out that far instead of the full splits. No thigh swivel, even though there's technically room for one. The knees do bend. Not 90 degrees though, unless you move this out of the way. Then they can bend a little bit more. That's about it. And the feet do move down and up, and the heel spur moves if that interests you in any way. So, for a comparison, here he is next to the poor disheveled and broken Skydive. If I can put his head back on, there we go. My watch is buzzing, I apologize. There he is next to Skydive, and he's quite short, but he's made better. Definitely made better. So, overall, I highly recommend anybody pick this guy up. If you see him at all, pick him up, unless he's $40, like I saw at Fan Expo. Someone was selling him for 40 bucks. Like, excuse me, like this. And he was missing a heel spur. I don't know, people are weird sometimes. But yeah, I do highly, highly recommend this figure, and I totally say pick him up if you want to add him to your movie collection. He could probably also fit in your classics. You could, I guess, repaint him to say he's Swindle or something, or, oh god, X-Brawn. You could repaint him as an X-Brawn. I could totally see this being used as an X-Brawn. So yeah, that has been my look at the Transformers 2007, the movie, All-Spark Power. I forgot his name already. What's his name? What's his name? I forgot his name. Stockade! That's it, it's Stockade. Duh. I'm stupid. And I'm that toy guy, and stay tuned for my next video.